Before the break, Nanette armed us with tools to protect our energy against drains, and now she has an exercise to let it all sink into our whole being. So Nanette, I see we have yoga mats. What are we doing right now?
Well, I have to admit, when I first started thinking about what yoga poses I wanted to share, I was inspired by a conversation we had a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about conflict resolution. So I started thinking about some of the principles and ideas we had spoken about and what yoga poses embody those, and I came up with a few warrior poses, a sequence of warrior poses.
Okay.
Because they embody groundedness with strength and openness and balance,
yes,
and shifted perspective and softening. But then I thought, well, that really embodies yoga,
yes,
in general, and a lot of mental health practices too. So
yes,
I think those same principles apply to the conversation we were just having about energy drains as well.
Perfect. All right, so what is our first pose?
Okay, so we're gonna start with Warrior 2.
Okay.
So if you don't know Warrior 2, you start just with your feet spread out.
Okay.
And then you're going to turn your front foot forward.
Okay.
And the back foot is either parallel to the back of the mat or angled towards the corner of the room, depending on kind of your anatomy. And then you bend the front knee.
Okay.
And you reach the arms out. And so you see in this pose, you feel in this pose that you're grounded down, grounded, stable, strong, but you're also
open.
Balancing, you're opened and you're balancing opposing directions.
Yes.
Just like in a conflict, but also just like in things that may be draining your energy where you're pulled in multiple directions. And you can feel this while still being grounded and strong.
Yeah, and I like the opposition, like feeling one hand going forward, one hand going back, but also the stretching I like.
Exactly. So this is Warrior 2.
Okay.
Then we're going to go into Peaceful Warrior. So we're going to reach our front hand forward and then paint the sky as we reach backwards, bending back.
Bending backwards, okay.
And then notice we're still grounded here.
Yes.
But we've shifted our perspective.
Oh, yes. And I feel like even just looking up, like sort of if you breathe out while you look up, it just resets everything.
It resets everything. We're looking from a different point of view. And then we can return.
That's how you decide yes or no. You look at the sky after painting it.
Then we're going to reach our arms behind us.
Okay.
We're going to go into Humble Warrior.
Okay.
So we're going to bow down.
Okay.
Alongside our knee here.
Wow.
And soften while we're still remaining grounded and strong.
And I feel like that too just gives a completely different, I like the opposition in this.
Exactly.
Because I feel like it goes to those two boards that you showed us. So it's like you have the one problem and then you stretch it out and find the solution.
Yeah, and in the sake of balance, let's do the other side as well.
Oh, of course, yes. So
we start in Warrior 2.
And now you could probably even, especially like if the comparison is the problem, right? As you go into these poses, you can do the affirmations, right?
Absolutely. So do you want to try the 3-3-3 as we're moving?
Yeah, sure. So we would paint the sky and we would maybe say
3 things you're proud of.
3 things you're proud of. You go.
Okay, well, I'm proud of being able to come on this show and share some tips.
Excellent. We appreciate it very much.
What are you proud of?
I am proud of the gaining a better balance. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at the sort of work-life balance, which used to be something I struggled with. So I'm proud of the change in that for my personal life.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you can do that as you go.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels really good because I feel like it has centered me. And also I feel like it's something that's easy. So if you have mobility issues or things like that, it's something that's easy to modify because I imagine you could do that from a chair. You can just reach one or both arms up. You can just bend forward without having to be standing.
Absolutely.
And it's something that really anybody can do.
Anyone can do it, and even if you absolutely do not have any mobility, you can envision these movements. And doing that still brings a lot of benefit because it's a mind-body connection.
Yeah, and that's a really good point because we've talked about that several times with several trainers that have come on the show, that there actually is benefit if you can't physically run, but you picture the running. It can actually help heal injuries and things like that because your body starts to know that that's something that you need. So I feel like this work is really good both for mental health, but also can be applied to your physical health as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. So Nanette, I really appreciate you coming and showing us all of these great tools to do at home, but also the physical embodiment as well. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.